it says that an electricity company installed the solar panel and the electricity savings was modeled in this function. And they are asking us to, at what time will the savings stop increasing? And find the maximum saving. Now, if you look at this function closely, it brings you to mind of something that we all know very well, which is a quadratic function, which is then ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, you want to rewrite it in that sense. Now, where in the dollar we have what? Our a is always the one that has a quadratic term. So it's going to be negative 2, then we have our x squared. Our b is what? Positive 50. And we have the x. Then our c is the constant, which is what? Positive 200. Please try rearranging it like this. Now can do this in two ways. The question is, find at what point will it stop increasing with the same stop increasing, and at what point, and what is the maximum saving? What they're asking you to do is this. If you graph this, then you should be having something like this. You should have something like this around this nature. Now, if you look at this point, this is where this is the highest point. So anything after here, it starts what? Declining. Start declining. So if they ask you at what point will it stop increasing, remember where x1, x2, x3 is the number of months after installation. So we don't know. It might be x2 at the point of x2 it stops increasing. Because when it gets to this point, anything after here starts going down. So at this time, it has stopped increasing. This is where it increased last. After here, it starts declining. That's what they're asking. The second one, they say, find the what? At what point will it stop increasing? They say, find the maximum saving. This is the maximum saving. This is the highest point. After the highest point, it starts dropping. So this is the maximum saving in the dollar, where this is for x and this is your y axis. This is your x axis. X is the number of time. That's what they're asking us. And in this case, they're asking you to find the line of symmetry, which is the x coordinate, and the maximum value, which is the y coordinate, because it is negative. If it were positive, the slope with the curve will be a U shape. It's going to go down. Note that. And you can always use what? Vertex form. Vertex form gives you it is a bit complex than what I'm about to do now. It gives you the coordinates at a go. You understand? You get the coordinates at once. But if you want me to use the vertex form, I'd like you to do that because this is going to be a complex question. But I'd like to break it down. If you want me to use the vertex form, please comment the vertex in the comment section. I'd like to do that. Mostly for engineering students and those going for calculus. It's important you know how to use your vertex form. You're doing it for a whole lot of other activities. I'd like to do that, especially for this kind of question. The regular vertex question might just give you x squared like this. But no, they're adding a negative 2. So it demands you to do extra work and pay extra attention. So doing a vertex with question like this will be very beautiful. But I'm not doing it here. I'm just going to go to the short approach. So if you want me to do a vertex, please comment VT vertex form in the comment section or VF. I would like to do that. Please, thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and my TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. Like the videos and drop a comment. Thank you and God bless. So let's get down to this question. So we have the line of symmetry, which is the x coordinates. And we have the minimum or maximum value, which is the y, depending on what we have. If it is negative, we have a maximum. If it's positive, we have a minimum. So let's get down here. For the x is going to be minus b over 2a to get your x. So to get your x, so let's get our x straight up. So minus our b is what? 50. Negative 50 over 2. And our a is what? Negative 2. Negative 2. So if you cancel and cancel, this is going to be what? This will give us 2 here and 2 is 25 over 2. That's what we have here. 25 over 2. So our x is what? 25 over 2. 25 over 2, which we can also call what? 12.5. So we could write as what? 12.5. Now, to get our y, we're going to put it here. With the punch calculator, to get our y, we're going to put the value here to get the value of our y. Now, if we get those two, we have answered the two questions. So let's just do it straight up. Let's go. So we are going to put in the value. So it's going to be the dollar equals to negative 2 into bracket of 12.5 all squared plus 50 to brackets 12.5 plus 200. Can you see me from where? I wrote the 200 here. Can you see from here? Hmm? I wrote a 200 here. Let me try making it. This is 50 into 12.5 plus 200. This is 200. Now, 12.5 times 12.5, what do we have? 12.5 times 12.5, what do we have? Hmm? What do we have if you spread 12.5 times 12.5? What do we have? Let's have it. Let's have it. Multiply it by negative 2. Multiply by negative 2. What do we have? 312.5. That's the whole of this. Plus 50 times 12.5 is what? This is negative. 50 times 12.5 is what? 50 times 12.5. Let's punch our calculator. What do we have? 625 plus 200. So if we add this, we're going to have what? This is going to give us 825. 825 negative 312.5. So we already have our maximum. We are looking for our maximum. So what would that give us? 512.5. So this is our maximum saving. So we have 512.5. This is our maximum saving. So at this time, what will happen? The savings will stop increasing. So we're looking at a graph like this. 512.5. Let's say 12.5. This is the graph. 512.5 and 12.5. So this is what we are asked to do. Minus b over 2a. You get the value, impute it for x in this function. You get your y coordinate, and that is it. This is the what? Line of symmetry, which is also called line of what? Asymptotes. And this is what? The maximum or minimum, depending on when it's negative, you have a maximum value. When it's positive, you have a minimum value. You can see it's going up, so we have a maximum value. Thank you.